In lesson 6, there's a section on 6.b, and it's referred to as functions of negative theta. And I want to spend a moment talking about this because it's actually really simple once it sinks in, so hopefully with this video you'll get a better understanding of it. In the book it talks about this, well, let me get this over here. The sine of negative theta equals negative sine of theta. The cosine of negative theta equals just cosine of theta. And the tangent of negative theta is the negative tangent of theta. And you might ask yourself, wow, more stuff to memorize. But really it's not the case. We know enough already to figure this out. And we know this from our unit circle. So I want to draw our unit circle. Our unit circle is something like this. All right. And remember on those points on the exterior of a circle are represented by x and y, but that also was represented by x being our cosine of theta, this being theta, and our sine of theta. Remember, our x value was cosine of theta and our y was the sine of theta. So what happens if we come down here at an angle of minus theta? So if you look, this value along here, our x value, is going to be the same, right? So what we have here is the cosine of theta is going to be the same as the cosine of negative theta, right? Because negative theta and theta, this x value here is going to be the same. Okay, so let's look at our y value. So what about the sine of negative theta? Sine is represented by, let me scoot this up. Sine is represented by the y. So this distance here and this distance here are going to be equivalent. We have equivalent angles, it's just that this one's negative. So what we have here is the sine of negative theta is going to be this value. So it's going to be the same as the sine of theta, but going down. So it's going to be negative sine of theta. Tangent, that's another easy one. So the tangent, we remember, is going to be the slope. Rise over run, and our rise is our y, which is the sine of theta, and our run is the cosine of theta, hence sine over cosine. Many of you have that memorized already. The slope up here on a unit circle for theta is compared to the negative slope down here for our negative theta. So the tangent of minus theta is going to be the same slope, but just an opposite, so it'll be negative tangent of theta. Hopefully that helped your understanding.